downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city. From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. Clippers have got it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Even to Zubats, able to recover with the block. Rocking the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Here's Leonard for two. Not that time. To Davis. With a drop step. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Leonard knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Lakers at the controls right now. Screen coming. Probing the defense. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard, he made his first effort, but not that time. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kicks it outside. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul George. With a drop step. George buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing here.
Davis to Cousins. Off the assist. Beverly into the front court. It's 12-10. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Lakers ball. James to Cousins. With a drop step. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
George. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Beverly. Rebound hauled in by Cousins. LeBron into the front court. The score, 14-all. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Hat-trick Beverly. Missed his first. That one goes.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James. Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Shot by Leonard won't go. LeBron into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads 5. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Kyle Kuzma rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. It's George for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
McGee powers it through.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Trying to cash in, out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jared Dudley. George, good offense, beating good defense. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
JaVale McGee, huge block. Los Angeles, they have it. It goes down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
George, tough shot. He hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Shot by James off the mark to George. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Over and back. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kawhi Leonard. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
James to Davis. Paul George sends it away. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Caldwell Pope.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Whoops, that won't go. Leonard. Yes, three-pointer is good.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Caldwell Pope to Cousins. Knocked loose. And stuffs it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
George, he was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lakers at the controls right now. And he finishes at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James to Danny Green. With a drop step. DeMarcus Cousins. 3 for 3 in this first half.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
George. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Cousins. Can't miss those. Whoa, what a finish. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Lakers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LeBron matched up with Paul George. Curling inside, and he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits his second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
George on the drive, but his shot misses. Kawhi Leonard tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
To Leonard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Backcourt. James, tough matchup against George. To Davis. Turns and slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed, you're being efficient with your jump shooting, your passes are crisp, you're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lays it up and in.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Leonard knocks it down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
The drive right to the basket. It's PG for 2. The shot almost.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's LA Clippers ball. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Cousins. Even to Zubats with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. James into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Rises for the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
George can't go down. Smothering defense to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Oh, the whistle. Jake, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Luke Walton making some changes on the court.
Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
JaVale McGee with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To George. Deep right corner. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he can't convert the free throw. Leonard to Paul George. No good. Defense catching a break there. LeBron into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Leonard. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
That ends the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Beverly to Leonard. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Nope, first one does not go. Oh, he missed them both. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
James to Davis. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. To Williams. George, textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his sixth three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
James. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
LBJ stuffs it down with authority.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Here's James with a chance. He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
LeBron into the front court. Leads just a point. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. Leonard to Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. He was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move, though.
James to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.